Today we're diving into one of my most requested topics, the best books and resources for anyone exploring ethical non-monogamy, whether you're ENM-curious, brand new to it, or trying to refine maybe the way you're navigating multiple relationships already. If you've tried Googling non-monogamy resources before, you've probably noticed two things. It's super overwhelming. There's so much information out there. And secondly, not all the advice is necessarily trauma-informed or even diversity-affirming. So I'm going to give you my top recommended books, plus a few bonus resources that will hopefully help you understand the nuances, communicate better, and build relationships that feel good. I'm the Sex Mormon therapist with the emphasis on X. I'm a certified sex therapist here to help you get the information we never got at church, unlearn the shame we did, and help you reconnect with your pleasure. Make sure to subscribe if you're looking for real talk and tips and tricks to better sex and relationships. Okay, my number one pick is Open Relationships by Tristan Taormino. This is a pretty comprehensive overview of ENM structures. It covers swinging, open relationships, polyamory, solo poly. It gives readers a broad map to explore what might fit their values and desires. It comes with a lot of practical tools for agreements and communication. It offers concrete suggestions on how to navigate jealousy, how to set boundaries, and also how to manage your time and emotions across multiple relationships. He shares quite a few real-life case studies and interviews, which includes diverse voices and relationship styles, helping normalize the many ways ENM can be practiced and sustained with care and consent. I think this is an especially good one for couples transitioning from monogamy. My second pick is The Ethical Slut by Janet Hardy and Dossie Easton. It's on its third edition, and it's a classic. It was first written in the 90s, so the language has evolved, but it's still very foundational. What I like about The Ethical Slut is right off the bat, we've got some sex positivity of reframing the word slut. It redefines this term as someone who celebrates sexual abundance with honesty, consent, integrity, dismantling all this shame-based, kind of monogamy-centered scripts. It has quite a bit of emphasis on communication, boundaries, self-knowledge. Again, provides some guidance on navigating jealousy, time management, while also honoring autonomy and desire. I believe The Ethical Slut is foundational for ENM communities and offers accessible, empowering language that really has shaped non-monogamy culture for decades. So it's perfect for beginners and seasoned folks alike. My third pick is Polysecure by Jessica Fern. This one I would say focuses more on relationships that are going to involve a lot of emotional attachment, and therefore she focuses on attachment theory, and it intertwines attachment and non-monogamy in some really beautiful ways. Her key takeaway is that you can build secure attachment in multiple relationships if you know how to communicate and self-regulate. She goes in to explain a lot of things about attachment theory, including the different types like secure, anxious, avoidant, and disorganized, and how they might show up in non-monogamous relationships. What I also appreciate about her bringing her approach to attachment theory is that she's very clear that we can have different types of attachment across multiple relationships. One of my pet peeves about how attachment theory is used is almost like as if it's like a fixed diagnosis, which is not an appropriate way to use the theory. This book is trauma-informed. It explores how early experiences and our nervous system responses shape our ability to connect, how we're affected in setting boundaries, and also how to feel safe in complex relational webs. She offers exercises that have to do with co-regulation and relational repair, journaling prompts, relational skills to help partners cultivate secure, functioning dynamics. And her second book that she has a co-author for is called Polywise, and I would recommend that one as well. Okay, the next book that I'm excited to share with you about is What is Compersion by Dr. Marie Tuin. And she talks about compersion being a sympathetic joy for a partner's pleasure and connection with others, and frames this as a transformative emotion that expands relational abundance and moves us beyond possessiveness and jealousy. It has a lot of roots in mindfulness and spiritual traditions, And she talks about how compersion can be cultivated through emotional presence, compassion, self-regulation. It is not something that is just achieved through willpower. So she's really great about not ignoring jealousy and learning how to manage that particular emotion in ways that can develop into compersion. She's very clear that compersion is a learnable skill, not necessarily a trait. And she shares a lot of real life stories, research, and reflection exercises. The last book I'll share with you today is the Jealousy Workbook by Kathy Labriola, and her main takes is that jealousy is a complex layered emotion, not a moral failing. So she really does a great job of reframing jealousy as a natural emotional signal, often made up of things like fear, insecurities, grief, or anger. And this workbook helps you identify what's underneath the jealousy rather than trying to suppress it or conquer it. So she has a lot of hands-on tools to map triggers, and the book includes a lot of practical worksheets and self-inquiry prompts that guide you through the uncovering of core wounds, naming specific triggers, and building individualized jealousy management plans. It focuses on emotional ownership of your own regulation and not so much trying to control your partner to relieve your own jealousies. She really focuses on this idea of building internal resources like your own self-worth, healthy boundaries, and direct communication to create emotional resilience. There's a lot of great podcasts out there. A few that I'll mention is Polyamory, which again focuses a lot on practical relationship tools. There's another one called Normalizing Non-Monogamy, real life stories from people at all stages. And there's Playing with Fire with Jolie Hamilton, who is a colleague of mine, and I really enjoy her work. As far as online communities, there's a lot out there. The ENM subreddit, there's Facebook groups like Polyamory Discussion Group, or ones that might match your local area. And as far as therapist directories, I would recommend the Poly Friendly Professionals Directory, and definitely ASECT has a great directory of certified sex therapists, and on those directories, people will make sure to indicate if they're ENM affirming. I'd love to hear from you as far as what resources have been helpful for you, or maybe what's one question you still have about ethical non-monogamy. Drop it in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful and want to go deeper, go sign up for my newsletter at natashahelfer.com. You'll get a free copy of my current download full of juicy information. And remember to ring that bell and subscribe, because I'm giving you full consent.